Today we are going to be looking at tokens and how we can capture data that a user enters into a form as well as grabbing some info from the currently logged in user. Our website has some documentation that goes into detail how tokens can be used and the various types of tokens that are available. For our example, we are going to connect to the Hubspot API and send a new lead to HubSpot via a form, so let's set it up. In our WPGetAPI setup we have already set up the API. We just need 3 fields. Now we head to the Hubspot tab to set up the endpoint. We are using the contacts endpoint. Scrolling down to the post fields, this is where we will send our data to HubSpot. The token we are using here is going to grab the post variable with the name of input_1. More on this in a minute. We will also add a first name and last name to the lead. So if we pop over to the Hubspot API docs, we can see that we can send the first name and last name. Let's jump back to our endpoint settings and add our names. So for the first name we will simply grab the first name of the user that is logged in when sending this form. Let's just check the proper syntax that we need. Cool, now let's do the same for the last name. And hit save. So now the API is set up, we need a form. We are using Gravity Forms and we have already set up the form and have added an email field. Next we need to add the API shortcode into our form's confirmation. So that once the form is submitted, we can capture the email address and send our data to the Hubspot API. And here is where we grab this shortcode from. We now add this form to a page, which we have also already set up. Let's view our page. It's showing results of the last test we were doing. Now if we have a look at this input we can see that it is named input1. And this is what we had set up in the endpoint settings. The token is saying to get the posted data from input1. Now let's test this out. Type in a random email and hit submit. Cool, we have some data returning from the Hubspot API. But this actually doesn't look right. It should be showing us the email address that we just added to HubSpot somewhere in here. And indeed, we have sent a blank entry to HubSpot. Let's go check our properties and see what is wrong. Looks like we are missing a quotation mark. Fixed. Reload and we will test again. Submit. That looks better. So now in HubSpot we should have the new contact. Perfect. And it has added the first and last name of me, because I was logged in when we sent the form. And that is tokens. As you can see, tokens are pretty powerful and you could do some very cool stuff with these. Check out the docs on our website for more information. Thanks for watching.